Alright, hello, welcome back everybody to the third and final showcase for this week. We're still just getting set up here, but we're doing things a little differently this time. Python and Sawman are playing, and Tiber and I are on commentary, because Haman couldn't make it today.
Hello.
But yeah, we're just doing Fords of Isen again. We don't have any more maps to show off, so we're just going to be doing the Angmar and the Iron Hills, and it's kind of a joint focus, because both of them have a bunch of new, cool new stuff, so... we're going to do our best to catch everything and everything pertinent to both factions. And, yeah, I guess we'll see what happens here. This might be going up on Friday or it might be going up on Saturday. I can't say for sure. Depends on if it literally takes 9 hours to render the video. That's what happened to the last one. For those of you wondering why it didn't go up till Thursday, it was supposed to go up on Wednesday. It took all day Wednesday to render. So, we'll see what happens here.
Alright, let's see.
I'm gonna be skipping over some of the stuff that I've already looked at on the other with the one with Erebor in it, which was I think Arnor versus Erebor, like the Mind Defenders, things like that. Gonna be probably focusing on Angmar for this bit of the early game here. Seriously, Python going for a haul of the King's Men, pretty standard start. One sword, one pike. Again, pretty standard stuff for Angmar. But I think we've got something new to show off. Iron Hills has a new scout hero. And his name is Gamel. This is a completely 100% thought of idea just for the SaT submod by Haman. So he's basically just a scout hero, but he's got some cool new stuff. He kind of takes inspiration from Bill Ferny's old upgrade system, which we've gotten rid of. So you can pause that and read that. That basically describes how he works. And then after you read that, you'll understand he gets 4 upgrades here that he can get, and he can discount them from killing stuff. So that's...
The Ram Riders, the Scout of the Iron Hills Ram Riders are still available. And they can still become the Ram Riders, like the battalion.
Yep.
But we wanted to make add a unique hero to the faction.
Well, a couple of unique heroes, but more on that later.
On a unique scout hero, like every other faction has.
Yeah, it was really, really rough on Iron Hills to have no scout hero. It basically guaranteed losses for every early game engagement with another player. I mean, depending on how many units you had, of course, but the lack of a scout hero was painful, so we wanted to address that. So we came up with our own concept, just like the Dain team did for both Murin and, what's his face, the Ram Rider dude, Narin.
Narin.
And, well, I guess Murin and Draw aren't really the Dain teams, but definitely Narin is. So we've added a little more custom lore, if you will. Python decided to go for the troll creep first, because he could get those quick pikes. Now he's going for his wild men, whereas Sawman went for the wild men, and is just now getting his troll. So... a little differently on the other side of the river, but so I'm not sure Python's going to do it because it's not really his style. Guess we'll see, but there is a whole separate gameplay strategy you can use with Angmar now. We've basically overhauled the kennels. So basically, you can get the kennels, and it trains direwolves, wolf riders, and werewolves. And you can also get the mill to buff them. And as you can see, it does something different now. It decreases the cost of all 3 of these units, and it also increases the damage of all of these units. So if you get that and combine it with making lots of the wolf units, you can actually, I mean, you still have to pad it out with units like archers, you know. Things like that, but they can be most of your infantry and cavalry. Like I say, Python just prefers to use the Thrall Masters and the Men of Karn Doom, so nothing wrong with that. But I did want to cover that. Both of them just creeping. That's all there is really to do in the... Well, I guess you could go for a quick harass on the enemy, but creeping is pretty important too. lot of creeping. Yeah, there's a minor garrison. Oh. Oh yeah, that's a bug, isn't it, with Gamel? When you destroy a thing with them, it turns into a... Yeah, that's not going to be there. But apparently right now, when Gamel destroys a creep layer, it spawns a lesser wraith, which can turn into a horrible shadow. Which is, you know, the joys of development, I guess. That obviously will not be there in the final version.
Well, SaT taking out the warg, so they were retreating in case he sees Angmar's army.
It is a pretty spoopy army.
Mm-hmm. Led by Drogbin, oh boy.
Sawman just now going to the north to get the other wargs. Got some pikes headed there.
Mm-hmm.
Have a Drauglin already almost level 7. Damn. Where's Gamel? There he is. Gamel only level 2. He also hasn't apparently killed a single thing. There's no discounts on Gamel at the moment. That's a real shame. Cut the place down!
One small change we made to Angmar's village, well, the Rudar building. It's now renamed the Thrall village, and it actually affects all Thrall-based units, so it's not just split up to Gundabad units and Rudar units.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Thrall village, like, it increases the damage of all Thrall-based units.
I think we did cover that in another video, but it's good to go over it again. Basically,
Might as well.
from the Thrall Master, so the Orcs, the Rudar men, those 3 units basically will be buffed by the Thrall village. And then the other buildings outside we've changed the Barrow-wights pretty drastically. I don't know if they'll come up or not. Hopefully they will. And we've also, you can still get the wolf layer, the dire wolf layer. And that can just recruit dire wolves. Although it also makes money now, because we changed it a bit, so...
Yeah, also, like, the upgrade system. So, a couple of changes.
Python going for some wolf riders from the wolf kennels. You can see they're no longer a Thrall unit. You just get them right from here, and they're just basic cavalry. They're basically as strong as the basic Rohirrim, so... Angmar's the only other faction in the game with a basic cavalry unit. Well, I guess Warg Pack, but they're kind of different, so... Warg Pack of Isengard. Not very good at the trample. Good at the bitey. Oh, wow. Python with a quick wall dart.
Oh.
Look at that. Well, we've changed
Another change we made. Another change we made to Droglin. We made his switch. His skin changer is now a permanent switch between wolf and human form.
Well, not permanent, but it's got a cooldown. Because there used to be a bug where if he died in wolf form, he would come out in human form and be as fast as the wolf form. So we swapped it. So now if he dies in wolf form, he comes back in wolf form. Haldar here. We've changed him a lot, so I'll go over his abilities here. We've changed that to a movement speed and I think we've changed Raiders Frenzy. Movement speed and resource steal. Angmar is probably the faction I have the least amount of knowledge about the changes we've made, so I might get a little bit of stuff wrong here, but for the most part, I mean, you're going to see the abilities anyway, so you'll know if they're changed. And then that's just a leadership. And that lets you steal money from defeated enemies, in addition to the buildings. Oh, Wolf Riders charging into pikes. That's not going to go well for you. Axe of the Hills, it's just, there's a bit of a... swing might axe, it should be mighty axe, but, yeah, it's just a single target damage ability. Summon Bone Breakers, we just made it better. And Scorched Earth, I think it's unchanged. We just made it so you can't use it on outpost buildings, like single outpost buildings, and wreck them, basically. Couple of Wolf Riders out. Python does have one dire wolf layer on the left. Oh, Looks like Python went for the Academy of Ice. That's a completely new building inside Angmar. This is basically a Gondor stoneworker, and gives you some cool stuff. Like you can get, you can purchase tribute cards from here. So if the enemy's totally fucking with your map control, you can just buy them to level up your buildings. They don't give you any money though; they just level up the building. You can read.
Well, they do give you money. It's just they cost a lot of money too.
Yeah, basically the cost means that you don't get money. Effectively, you don't get any money from them. You lose money. And the reinforced gate, pretty self-explanatory. Ice walls again. Ice munitions for the stuff on the walls. And then you get the Witch King Sanctum from here, and it unlocks the Might of the Witch King. It's no longer a spellbook power, and you'll probably see the new spellbook power later. Stronghold of the Iron Crown. Don't think we changed the name. Dwarves are getting wrecked. Oh, but they're fighting though. They formed a dwarven battle line. Oh, Mirren is here.
Yeah.
Mirren's getting wrecked by Holdar, or Dragwin, or both. No, it's just Dragwin. Well, they're both there, but only Dragwin was attacking him. Draglin is actually wrecking Mirren. That's pretty funny.
Here come the Wolf Riders.
So I'll just kind of hover over his abilities here, and you can read them. Just pause the game and read them. Obviously, Mirren and Drar still buff each other, and we made a couple of changes to his abilities, but conceptually, it's still pretty much the same. He's one of the less changed heroes for the Iron Hills. So, and we see some joint harassment. Oh, never mind. That was just a minor garrison. My mistake. Looks like the dwarves actually won that fight. The strength of the dwarven units coming through. But he has no pikes.
So here come the Wolf Riders.
Yeah. But he's got a mine shaft, so I think he'll get everybody out. Apparently, they're going to the side to go in the building. That's interesting. I definitely think that that was a worse fight for Python than it was for Sawman, because it doesn't even seem like Sawman lost his hero. So, Sawman using the barracks to come out in his base because it is connected to the tunnel network, I think. Wait, no, hold on, never mind. He just made some units. No, here comes Gamel back. He's got, you can see, he's got the Forged Blaze. He just got the shield. He's getting all of his upgrades, in fact. So this will be a fully upgraded Gamel, except for the... Oh, no, there it went.
So, boy.
There's Gamel with all his swaggy gear. And he looks very similar to an Iron Hills warrior, but you can see he's basically like slightly less red. He's like more steel colored, so he stands out a bit in your army. And then I'll hover over each of his abilities here. Attack speed buff, better at level 10. Shield Bash, again, better at level 10. It's just a single target damage ability. Dauntless Invulnerability goes to 20 seconds at level 10, and then he can summon a single battalion of units, which becomes elite units at level 10. It's kind of like the, what's it called? What's his name? Ugly... Damn it, I totally... Mordor Scout Hero, Grishnak, and the other one. They can summon their single battalions.
Shagrad and Gorbag.
Oh, yeah. Shagrad and Gorbag. I got there. Well, you got there.
No, that's fine.
But anyways, his level 10, he can summon a single battalion of units, and it's the same for Gamel. And he also got Dain, which Dain has a lot of changes. The Iron Hills Dain is very different to an Vanilla, so he's now got Headbutt, which is just a single target damage ability, and it actually gets better as he levels up, which is nice. Baruch Khazad is an active and a passive. Basically, the passive gives armor and fear resistance, and the damage is the active, but it doesn't function while it recharges. Same as Círdan's ability. Looks like Python's going for some sorcerers, and he went with the Garrison of Karn Doom for the archers on top on his outpost there. Gotta reselect Dain. Where did Dain go? There he is.
To the left. Oh.
And then we've got Ironfoot has come, which gives a nice speed boost and some damage, and Dain gains some damage and armor. Good for your dwarves because they're slow. And then Battle Line, it's basically kind of like Thranduil's. He can summon all the palace guards in a circle around him. It summons a box around him. And it also gives some nice bonuses that you can see there for your heroes. Alright, we should probably start covering the Angmar heroes now. So here is Mornemarth. We've changed him a fair bit. So Lust for Power.
Oh, there it is.
Lust for Power, still pretty much unchanged. We just changed the numbers a bit. Edict of Karn Doom. Again, I think pretty much unchanged. We just changed the numbers a bit.
And it's on level 3 now, so
yeah,
that's basically
we made that available earlier to make it useful in the mid game. Captain.
One major change is though about Mornemarth is he's no longer available from the outpost. He's actually available from the fortress now, and we switched Durnmarth to the outpost.
Yes.
Because we thought that Mornemarth was more a vital hero for the Angmar playstyle, just to do the Khandu men. So
yes, and also we also gave Mornemarth a leadership, which makes him even more valuable and even more important for Angmar. So that's another reason why he's now a standard available hero, and Durnmarth is locked only on the outpost with the Karn Doom archer upgrade, and you still get Gulzar from the sorcerer one. Blood and Iron, I think again is pretty much unchanged. We just changed the numbers based on Lust for Power. And then Cruel Assault, again, completely unchanged, I think. So Mornemarth, aside from changing some abilities around and changing some numbers and the new leadership, he's pretty much unchanged. Python harassing relentlessly with those Wolf Riders. Sawman needs to get defensive measures in minor garrison. Murin and the 3 wounded Guardians still hanging out in the mine shaft. I hope Sawman hasn't forgotten about them. Oh, there's Heligwyn. She's probably the least changed on the Angmar faction. We've really only changed a couple things. It's still pretty much multi-shot's identical. Ice Barrier is just available earlier, but it's the same ability. Kind of weird that was on a level 7. Frost Arrow Rain, again, unchanged. I think we made the radius a little bit smaller so it doesn't freeze quite as many people.
We decreased the time of it, I think.
Yeah, we made it run out a little bit faster too. The frozen units break free faster. And then Whispers of the North Wind, unchanged, just available later. And then Gift of Winter, again, I think pretty much unchanged, just available later. We pretty much just moved around her abilities, so.
Yeah, Ice Barrier is, like, I think we only changed about it was just where it is now. It's now level 3, and whenever you summon it, knocks back units surrounding Heligwyn. That's basically it. Heligwyn's already a pretty good hero. So.
Python doesn't want any of that. He's running away. There's a King Dain buffing those dwarves. See, if he had Ironfoot as come, he could actually chase them down right now, especially if he combined it with the Raven speed debuff. Oh, we do have some Barrow-wights, so as you can see, they have 3,500 health. Barrow-wights are very, very, very strong units now. They're kind of like miniature heroes. So there's their ability. You can read that. And basically, it's based on the level of the crypt. I think that's the internal crypt, right? Well, it's not the crypt anymore. It's the Temple of Twilight. We'll get to that in a minute. There's a big battle happening right now, so.
A lot of shit.
Murin going ham.
Troops. Gamel's squadron.
Oh yeah, he summoned them off to the side there. Basically, it's a combined pike and swordsman battalion, so it's pretty cool. Let's look at the powers here. We've got Dwarven Riches, which I didn't cover last time. It's just we got rid of the stupid, it might summon a Balrog thing, and we just made it a permanent,
we got rid of the runes. We got rid of the runes.
All right, yeah.
Was already gone.
Yeah, we got rid of the runes. We traded out the runes for this, because this is more balanced. So this is basically just the vanilla Dwarven Riches ability. It just triples a target's production, so. And then Python with not really much to show off at the moment in terms of spellbook powers. Okay, where was I? The Barrow-wights. Yeah, so as you can see, he's only got one, and that's because he can only make one at the moment. They come from the Temple of Twilight here, and you can see each of the wights kind of have their own slot, and that's the way we do it. Basically, to get these wights, you have to make external white areas, or white crypts. I don't remember exactly. I think there's just crypts of the Barrow-wights, is what they're called. And for each one you make, you unlock an additional Barrow-wight, and you can get up to 7 if you build all 6 of your crypts. And then the crypts also give their full bonuses, so essentially, you can make a really... with 7 of these wights with 3,500 health, it's kind of like having 7 miniature heroes, basically.
I think it's 6 Barrow-wights, maybe. Could be wrong here, but...
Well, I mean, he's got 1 already, and there's 6 on the Temple of Twilight available for recruitment, so it's definitely 7. Because you start able to recruit 1, and then each one gives you an additional 1. Python dropping a beacon to show us the Witch King. Again, not super changed. It's still just a debuff that can also be active. Deathblade, pretty much completely unchanged. Might of the Witch King, we've changed that a lot. That's now a permanent buff, like Gifts of Galadriel, basically. And you just give it to each of your heroes, so you can read the effects there. Just pause the game and read it. And then Soul Disturbance is just unchanged. Who else is there? Has he got Karsh? No, he's got Zaphagor. Zaphagor has been changed a bit. So, Warrior Mage, pretty much unchanged. He's still just, you know, the more hurt he gets, the more tanky he gets. Oh, yeah.
Well, now it does give a 25% armor buff to nearby units, which is pretty good.
Yeah, it's also a leadership. And Python showing off, he recruited those tribute carts so he could level up his Temple of Twilight. He recruited those from the thing inside the base. As you can see, they cost 800, but they only give 250, so you're essentially taking a loss if you get them. But it's good if you want to just quickly level up a building like he showed there. Where was I? Zaphagor. So yeah, Warrior Mage is now also a 25% armor leadership for your units. So him combined with Morning Marth, you get a decent amount of armor and damage. Devastating Strike is unchanged. Slaughter Fanaticism. I remember we talked about removing the health thing from that, but I don't think we actually did yet. So unchanged as of right now. Slaughtering Stride unchanged, and Raging Anger no longer basically kills you. We did definitely reduce the health of that. I think even if you use it with Fanaticism, it doesn't kill you anymore. I think. I'm not 100% certain, but I think that is the case.
Looks like Python's harassing with werewolves at the bottom left.
Ooh.
Werewolves.
Yep. So they can get rabies and heavy spiked collars now. Those effectively function as forge blades and heavy armor for the wolf units, and you get them from the kennels. So he's got them both. And basically they're like elite monsters, you know. They're fast, they're powerful, they're really good at killing buildings, as we can see here. Now keep in mind, this is a fully buffed dwarven building with a 30% health buff, and they're ripping it down that quick. So oh, here's Sawman with some elite units, some slaughterers. And here's the Arid Mithrin outpost.
And somebody just got out of there. The new hero we added to Iron Hills.
Oh, there he is. It's Hat-hart. I haven't actually seen this guy yet, so this is the first time I'm seeing of him too. Looks like he's just blue Gimli, which I approve. And he's got a whole unique ability set. The hero's going to kill the... oh no, the Undermine. That's too bad. Cleaving Wound. Basically, it's kind of like Fire Throw. It's kind of a unique ability, but basically, this guy is based off the Third Age game, same as Everglost. So, for those of you who really liked him, you'll probably like Hat-hart. But yeah, you can pause that and read that. It's basically it's an army killer. Cleaving Wound is an army killer. Mountain Rage is just a fear, like a horn, basically. Enduring Flame, I think, is a Blade Master. Yep.
No, Enduring Flame is
it's an armor buff. It's an armor buff against monsters, and it's a friendly hero buff to give friendly heroes fire damage. So that's pretty cool. And then his best ability, Stone Shield, is a building and siege buff for armor. So he's not like he's a support hero, is what he is. Oh, the Ram Rider's going nuts. Take on their horns. Weird ability name. We should probably look at that, but yeah. A couple of sorcerers coming out for Python. He's got a whole army of Men of Karn Doom here. Has he made the?
He's making Karsh.
Has Salman made the new heroic unit yet? I don't think so.
No, he's I don't know. Probably it would probably let him bite him later or something.
Yeah, I don't see it. But yeah, here's Durmarth. We've changed him quite drastically. We basically merged his ability set. He no longer has the weird swap between the two different forms. Oh, there's a cavalry battle going on top right. Werewolves versus Ram Riders. It's not going well for the werewolves because I think they've got Narin. But yeah, getting back to Durmarth, we've merged his abilities into one, basically. So we kind of combined their effects. So I'm not going to cover him because I don't really care about Durmarth all that much. I'll just hover over each ability, pause the game to read it, and there you go. And he, as I say, he's no longer got the swap. Karsh, I don't think we changed too much. Hold on, is Narin here? We did change Narin a bit, so I'll go over him first. So Narin leading his Ram boys back after he killed those werewolves. Looks like the map control is pretty much even at the moment. Exactly even, in fact. Sawman has the north, Python has the south. So, ceasefire, unchanged, I think. Dain's messenger, again, unchanged, I think. Then we might have changed the numbers, but the actual effects of the ability are the same. Battle command only affects Ram Riders. And, yeah, I think that's unchanged. And Narn's Guard. He's probably going to make the new heroic unit. Oh,
he's showing the Border Warden, or what we changed to Arab Mithrin Bastion.
Okay. And Narn's Guard, this is a new ability. This replaces that... Oh, there goes the Mighty Catapult.
Oh, boy.
This replaces that weird ability he used to have. It just summons a couple of battle wagons and some Ram Riders. That just fucking nuked Python. That was brutal. Python did not see that coming. So, what's this new thing he was talking about, that you were talking about with the outpost?
Mighty Catapult now costs 1250.
Yeah, it's not 2500.
But the Border Wardens, the upgrades, they upgrade on the Arab Mithrin Bastion now gives additional armor to the fortress, apart from just adding like defensive units to it.
Yeah.
So to make the Arab Mithrin Bastion a bit stronger.
It still gets the spear throwers, but it also gets bonus armor, and it just do its 11,000 health. So it becomes a pretty strong defensive position. Still waiting for the new heroic unit to show up, but it looks like Salman doesn't really want to make it at the moment. He just totally fucked Python's army with that. That was brutal. Python making a couple of werewolves.
Oh.
What's that being for?
Oh, he put that thing. He built
the Iron
Sanctum.
Crown.
A Sanctum. Damn.
Summoning this sweet ass new gate. Actually, kind of disruptive because now you can't click on the. Well, it's harder to click on the actual gate wheel thing, but that's okay. But yeah, Stronghold of the Iron Crown. So it's still the same effect as the. Actually, we might have changed it a bit. But it's still pretty much the same idea as the spellbook power in current Dain. So you just get it as an upgrade from this instead. Making a couple tribute carts. So you can go back to earlier in the video if you want. And you can check to see how much that costs. I think it's 2,500 for the Witch King's Sanctum. I think. The werewolves still
1,500.
Werewolves versus the Minor Garrison. The Minor Garrison is not doing that well in the top right. But I think we've got a big battle coming at the Fords here before long.
Nope. Saw sending Narn.
Yep. The Ram Riders to defend.
Angry Ram Riders.
I do like what Sawman is doing. He's using his mobile forces defensively rather than aggressively to harass. Kind of a good thing.
Dragon Slayers. They're here.
Oh, where are they? There they are.
At the Bastion.
So the Dragon Slayers used to be a lone wolf unit that was hilariously and blatantly unbalanced. We just turned them into a heroic unit. They're still pretty much identical. I think we changed their abilities a little bit too. So I'll hover over those for you guys. You can read those. Orcs and Mount Graham coming in the back. But Sawman does not have any archers, so his line is not worth off for it. Heligwin's showing her strength. Actually, hold on. Did we change it so that... Oh, that was just multi-shot. That wasn't... Okay. I was confused for a second.
Oh, I just heard cleaving wound.
Did Python just use corpse rain on himself? I'm confused. What is... It looks like he's using corpse rain on himself.
Oh boy, I heard that sound. I think it's a Gandalf coming.
Yes, oh, there is. And unlike Sawman, Python does have archers. Kablooey!
Oh boy.
Oh no, Sawman's gonna miss. Oh, he missed. That was a waste. So you can see, even with all the stuff that Python just threw at Sawman, the dwarves just tanking through, because that's what they do. Largely thanks to Dain. Baruch Kazad. Kazad Imini. Looks like Hat-hart's gonna kill the Witch King. Oh, maybe not. Hat-hart got killed by Drougwin. That's unfortunate. He's got no death animation. That'll be fixed. Same as Gamel. Gamel also has no death animation. Oh, the Ramriders with the flank!
That was a good move.
That was a solid move indeed. I think Sawman is going to be the victor here. I think it's going to be close, but...
I don't know.
Don't forget, he's still got 3 Dragon Slayers hanging out on the left.
I can't see the heroes. I don't see how many heroes Saw's left. I know he's Narin, but
I think Saw has pretty much lost all of his heroes, but like I said, don't forget, he's got 3 Dragon Slayer battalions hanging out on the left.
Oh, Python just used Outbreak, the Plague.
Yep.
Which has been just slightly buffed. Yeah, that's probably... And moved to the left side, actually. We made a couple of changes to the Angmar spellbook.
Yeah. Not really much to show off with the dwarves at the moment in terms of their powers, so...
I might as well do Angmar. We removed Blight, the economy, like...
Yeah, we replaced Blight with Heal.
No, we replaced Blight with Snowbind, which is
now right, yeah. Snowbind is 1. Sorry,
yeah.
I was remembering back to when Heal was 1 point.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so Snowbind's a 1 point power now. And then just under it, I think, is Sorcerer's Strength, which is a heal for Angmar. Because they're supposed to be they're the most similar to the good factions. They've got a castle and everything. So we thought it'd be cool to give Angmar a heal as well. And it has a pretty sweet effect. We'll have to keep an eye out for it. It's got a cool purple effect that Tiber did, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, the ponies. The ponies. And a whole...
Oh, damn, that's a lot of ponies.
A whole slew of new slaughterers are here for the Iron Hills. That's pretty cool.
Just getting in the elite veteran, or the heroic veterans in.
Looks like Python made out pretty well with his heroes. He gained a lot of experience for most of them. So.
Let's see. Oh, Dain reached level 6 though.
Oh, and here's Sawman making use of the new Mithril Mine, double production with Dwarven Riches. That's making 192 resources per tick. Now that's Dwarven economy, laddie. And yeah, he's making some veterans. Still got all 3 of his Dragon Slayers. Those are going to hit hard when they're in the next battle. And he's still got all 3 of his Ram Riders too, and those are expensive boys, so that's a good thing. Here's Thorin III. Now, Thorin III has been changed enormously. As we said in the other video with Erebor, it's been changed massively. So, Axemaster is a Blade Master and a little bit of a lifesteal. Battle Roar is a speed buff and a Flea, which I think is the same as Vanilla, but then moving on, they're different now. There's a couple veterans coming in. Stonehelm is just a straight invulnerability for him now. Just like the custom hero power, it just makes him invincible. And then Charging Onslaught, this is a new army killer power. It's not completely finished yet. We're still trying to nail down to make it exactly work, but it's kind of like, it's a charge combined with a Gimli Leap, basically. And it's really powerful. So he's no longer your hero killer, he's your crowd control now. Hanging out with Hat-hart. I think Hat-hart looks pretty good. I'm not sure he should be blue, though, because he's supposed to come from the Grey Mountains, so he should probably be more like the Grey Mountains units in his coloration, so you might have to retexture that. Make it look more like the, you see, if you zoom in on the Dragon Slayers, you see how they've got, like, that burgundy coloring? We should probably make him the same as that, because he's supposed to come from the same place, right? So.
Alright.
Makes sense to me, but I mean, he looks great. I literally just change his blue tabard to a burgundy one, and we've got it. Lots of slaughterers, lots of veterans, lots of everything, and he is making some crossbows now.
Oh,
with the crippling bolts. I think that's a new ability for those crossbows. They're more damage, and they also slow the enemy.
No, they stun them for 1 second.
Yeah, but stunning is a type of slowing. It's literally the bolt hits the enemy, and that enemy in that battalion is stunned for 1 second. So it's not like game-breaking, but it does have an effect on combat, because for that 1 second he can't hit back. Sawman electing not to reclaim his lost farm in the top right.
Oh, he did not get draw yet. Damn.
Still no draw.
Oh, okay. Looks like he's putting in position, going into position for another attack, maybe?
But keep in mind, he now has 6 heroic infantry battalions, and I don't think Python has any, so I'm predicting this will be an absolute massacre. Because Python is getting the Black Knights, the heroic cavalry unit, but he still hasn't made any actual Shadow Guard. Holy crap, Python with 2 barracks in his base.
Oh, wow.
He's got to be hurting for money. He's only got 5 production buildings in there. Oh yeah, Sawman now actually making more money than Python. He's got more of a float. It also helps that he's summoning the Undermines in the back to make some extra money too. We just put the extra money back on that because otherwise Undermine was basically a useless power. So, but it's still good as well if you want to do a surprise attack on the enemy, that kind of thing. It's just without money generation, it was literally next to useless unless you were going to use it to be a backstabber and hit somebody from behind. So.
We also increased the backstabbing feature by making it every time you like get the units out of the undermine that exit the undermine gain a small speed buff.
Yes, I
think that's 30% or something.
I think that's covered on the ability. Yeah, allied units and heroes that exit the undermine gain 30% speed for 30 seconds. And I like how you said we increased the backstabbing feature. Like it's a feature, guys. it's not a strategy; it's a feature.
All part of the plan.
Ram Riders going north. Looks like they're going to swing around for a dirty flank. And we got another big battle at the ford here, I think.
There we go.
There's the crossbows using their piercing, their crippling bolts.
Oh, I hear more good than the bad. Oh, I did get draw. Oh, cool.
Sawman is close to a tier 4. Keep an eye out on these units. You'll see a purple glow effect, and that'll be the Angmar heal here soon. There was the... Oh, no, that was the...
That was the sorceress.
Sorcerer's strength.
I have to make a good use of the sorcerers.
Yes, he is.
Oh, and here is it. Here they are.
That soundbite doesn't get old. The Khazad Doom boys are here. Now he's got 12 battalions of heroic units. And here come the Ram Riders. It's time for you to die, Angmar.
Oh, boy.
Oh, dear. Black Knight's coming in, but the heroic unit's not really carrying all that much.
No. We're good.
Oh, Mirren's charge! Get wrecked. Oh, he just trampled a sorcerer to death with that. And there was the Angmar heal. Nice purple glowy effect. Here come the Ram Riders. Going straight for those archers.
That's gonna hurt.
Ah, but he got him out with the frozen land. That was a good move. Those heroic dwarves want to fight so bad. They're like, show us the enemy. Hype! Yeah, this has been pretty bad slaughter in favor of Sawman, I think. Werewolf going down. What is that? Oh, that's a single archer. No, and that's the dead archer. Heroic unit just chopped him in half. Black Knights and Werewolves standing next to each other. Also, he hasn't done it, but you can set Devour to autocast now. So when you go into combat with the Werewolves, if he's getting low, just micro-do it, right-click it, he'll grab somebody nearby. It's so much better than having to click that yourself. It's a pain in the ass. Oh, the Bonebreakers are here. Maybe this isn't quite as convincing for Sawman as I thought it would be. Probably
he's
because...
making very good use of his sorcerers.
Yeah. And Sawman being a little bit cautious with his heroes, too. I think he has killed quite a few of Python's heroes, though. And there's the Khazad-dûm, or the Moria Chieftain, who's a hero who comes with the summon. We didn't show him off last time, so here's his ability. He's probably going to get some more abilities, too. We just haven't really talked about it yet, so... He probably will have a full ability roster, like the guy that comes with the Arnor Gondor summon. The last king of Gondor, I don't remember his name. It's R something, probably. Or no, it's Eored. Eored. Yeah. Eored.
Look at the loot. Oh, dwarves are proud.
Yeah, I mean, he's still got those... The Khazad-dûm summon is still pretty much
unarmed.
If
you look at the archers from Angmar, the Angmar archers, they're gaining fire damage from Hat-hart's cleaving wound.
Yes.
That's why they're on fire.
That's this gentleman right here. So here's cleaving wound. Basically, it sets it on fire for 30 seconds, and it can spread to other areas by units. So the whole army can get set on fire. But yeah, so a convincing win for Sawman. I figured that was coming. But unfortunately, that outpost is still quite defensible. So it's going to be rough to take that down without siege. Plus, he's still got Karsh, and you never underestimate Karsh. Karsh
Harlequin is living a dangerous life.
Yep, she's living life on the edge, baby. Sawman has Final Stand and 7 power points, which means he's not far from getting the Citadel summon, so that'll be cool. Python has Rogash. Python has Rogash. Rogash is a tier 4 now. And it's not just Rogash anymore. So you'll probably see that in the next fight. That should be pretty crazy. Sawman taking a decisive lead in terms of money now. Sawman is floating almost 12k. So I really think that Python should probably ditch the extra Hall of the King's Men and the kennels. And potentially the Academy of Ice, too. And get more buildings that can make money. Not really much reason to make those werewolves if you don't have any mills to back them up, unless you're just going to take them on harassment trips like he was doing earlier. But they're just going to die in the fight now, so. Is there anything we haven't shown off in regards to Angmar's heroes? I think we caught them all.
I think so too.
I mean, there's a couple that I just kind of skipped over and just showed the abilities and, you know, paused the abilities, but... Here comes the Witch King again. He's almost level 10. He's getting close.
Let's see.
Oh, hold on. I didn't show off Karsh yet, I don't think. Chill Soul. So basically, it's just a lifesteal. Shadow Step, unchanged. Teleport and Fear. Entrance to the Crypt, I think has a little bit of pop-up now. So it knocks people flying. I think.
No, I think we just made it easier to summon, because there used to be like bugs where you couldn't summon it near armies or something.
I know that I know that we made it easier to summon. Oh no, wait, yeah, we didn't give it the pop-up knockback because we elected against that because Angmar already has enough crowd control. So yeah, it's just a lot easier to summon now. Still keeps you alive and all that good stuff. Still a mine shaft essentially. You can travel between that and the external Barrow-wight layer things. I lost Karsh, here he is. And then his level 7, Voice of the Barrow-wight. Basically, it's just a buff to a crypt. And I think that can be used on the entrance to the crypt, too, can't it? So you can summon the crypt and then use that thing on it to debuff everybody. I think we made it so you can do that if you couldn't do it in vanilla. And then Soul Thief. This is pretty much unchanged. We just kind of slowed Karsh down. We also made it easier to kill him. Instead, it used to be like next time if he's not killed a second time, next time within like 90 seconds or something stupid like that in a Dain vanilla. We just made it 60 seconds. So the first time he dies, he goes back to half health or whatever. You have to kill him within a minute, basically. Or yeah, no, it was 30 seconds, wasn't it? And then we doubled it. I think it's 30 seconds in vanilla Dain. You have to kill him within 30 seconds, or else the effect can trigger again, and that's why he's so bloody hard to kill. So we've given you a full minute to kill him now. And yeah, I think that is it for Angmar. I think I've now shown off all their heroes. So he's revived Durmarth. Where's Durmarth at?
Cav.
Shadow, or the Black Knights. There's Durmarth. Durmarth's level 10. So, I'll go over his abilities for all of you, and you can pause the game and read them. Now that he's unlocked them all, so there you go. Read away. Let's see how the Dwarven heroes are doing in terms of levels. We've got Murin at level 9.
Narn is level 9. Dain is level 9. Damn.
Damn, how did you find them all so quickly?
Well, I saw some.
Oh, hey, finally made Drar.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, there's 2 Wanderers. Both Murin and Drar have it. It's the same for both of them. The only difference is Murin buffs infantry, Drar buffs archers. And then Flaming Bolts is unchanged.
Well, we made it a bit stronger, I think. Maybe a little bit, but... Yeah.
I thought we were changing the Pavis Shield.
Yeah, we were, but we don't have the models for the things yet.
Right, yeah. So Drar isn't fully done. We made Barrage better, but we're getting rid of the Pavis Shield. But yeah, Barrage is a lot better. And once the Pavis Shield is replaced, that'll be pretty damn cool. Thorin III still not high enough level to use his stuff though.
Oh.
Final stand.
Used no, Ironfoot has come, I think that was.
Oh yeah, so speedy dwarves.
Speedy dwarves.
But he does have final stand ready to go if he needs it. So.
Oh.
I'm Gandalf. Gandalf means me. Where is Gandalf? Oh, there he is. Got a big old firework coming in.
No, we got something bigger coming in.
Catch Rogash! So Rogash comes with some vanilla snow and hill trolls now. I don't think the snow trolls function as cavalry anymore. Correct me if I'm wrong about that. But yeah, it's just Rogash with a bunch of trolly buddies. And he is a monster, as you can see. He's about to jump on these dwarves, and I'll just select some units and kablooey.
Oh, bam.
They did. Gandalf getting a fair few kills as well, though.
Deadly pine cones.
And Sawman did use Final Stand, so that probably helped mitigate some of that damage. Oh, Rogash went down pretty quick. Jeez.
Yeah, he was surrounded by the arrows.
Yeah, that's what happens. Oh, and Gandalf getting the Wizard Blast out before he dies. That was perfect use. Sawman is ready to get the Citadel summon. We'll see if we see it. Oh, I think Python's ready to get... Oh, no, he's not. He has to get his weather power before he can get the avalanche. So yeah, Rogash is pretty awesome now, though. I definitely like that we changed that.
Oh, and Murin just used this thing. We added the Chart of the Iron Hills. We made that ability level 8, it's on a level 5.
Yes.
And it now has an additional row of or additional line of units.
Yep. Yeah, I showed that off before as well. I said it was unchanged, but truth is it wasn't unchanged. We swapped it, and made it better, and made it his basically made that his ultimate ability, because having it on level 5 is kind of... Oh, there's the barrage.
Damn.
There's Drar making his presence known. Python with 15 power points. He almost has enough for avalanche. He only needs one more. He can get the weather power in the avalanche.
Well, you don't need the weather power anymore for avalanche, I think.
Oh, well, he went for Rogash, so he has to go the other path now, right? Because that's a...
Well, avalanche is level 7 now, right? I thought.
Are you thinking of Isengard?
No, avalanche is level 7. The
oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, I'm thinking of the Citadel. Yeah. And there's Narin's new best ability, summon Battle Wagon and some Ram Riders. There's a lot going on. Good lord. The freaking
stop dying.
Shadow Knights tracking down.
Oh no, Drar! No, use the V's, Drar.
Poor Drar. Oh my God, Drar's gonna live! He's gonna live! Yes!
Damn.
Drar, you need to stop shooting and run. So a decisive win for Python there, basically because of Rogash.
I don't know. You got Drar out. I think Saw won that. Pretty sure.
I think that was a complete annihilation of Sawman's army.
Yeah, that rogue I summoned really did some work there.
It's pretty spooky. It'll do some damage. Sawman ready with the Citadel summon to defend himself, and he has a 10k.
Oh.
He has a 10k cash float, so I think he can probably afford to replace his units.
And Angmar just got, I think, all their spell powers. Is it all of them?
Yes.
No, we're missing one. Except the weather.
That's all the most important ones. But yeah, so Tiber was right. Sorry, I was a little confused there. Avalanche isn't a tier 4 anymore either. It's now a tier 3, and I don't even think we really made it any worse because it was kind of worth a tier 3 the way it was before anyways. So here's the new power being used by... Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Stronghold of the Iron Crown. This is the new tier 4 for Angmar.
Oh, and that's the other fortress. Well...
The dwarves making themselves known.
Oh. Oh boy.
Looks like we're going to have a war of fortresses here. Oh, I love that soundbite. I made that soundbite. That's why I love it. But, yeah, so it's just, both of them have a fortress summon, so that's pretty cool. Use them
They did change one thing about Avalanche, though. Similar to other, like, powers that have that deal larger damage without summons, like the Tears of the Valar for Lorien and, well...
Yeah, it's got, you can see it coming. It's got a wind up, so it gives the enemy some time to move if they see it. Basically, there's, like, snow coming down, and you can see it. So yeah, the Stronghold of the Iron Crown, it's just a vanilla Angmar fortress, as you can see. It can make all of their units, it can make all of their heroes, I think, except for the outpost heroes. It has the vanilla Angmar fortress upgrades, and it can get catapults, towers, and dire wolf kennels. So it's a pretty awesome fortress, and we made the Dwarven one better as well. It can get Dwarven stonework, as you can see by the awesome new white lining on those catapult platforms. And it can also get the oil casks to defend itself, and masterwork munitions, and the banners. But it can't. It's purely defensive. It can't recruit units like the Stronghold of the Iron Crown can.
It does have the garrison function. Oh, the tunnel system. This connects to the tunnel network, so
yes.
That way you can't get units in and out. Angmar really wants to take that thing out.
And it's also got a much cooler summon soundbite and less health. No, actually more health. Damn.
I think it is. Yeah, he used stonework on it. Oh, yeah. Damn. Angmar really wants that thing down. Using everything they have.
And Angmar has Avalanche on the ready, too. This is where having Axe Towers come in.
Oh. Oh, and there you see the snow for Avalanche.
Yep. Coming down here. So it can come in. Dwarven Khazad-dûm summon coming in to defend their fortress. Oh, masterwork munitions. Oh, that is brutal. So satisfying. Here comes the avalanche.
Oh, there goes the fortress.
Oh, that was a weird animation.
That was indeed a...
One of the catapult platforms, like, spun around and then, like, did a circle in midair. That was, like... I don't really know.
Part of the strat. That's
It's all part of the plan.
Oh, the Witch King's level 10.
Uh-oh.
I think all heroes are level 10, maybe.
Dain is also level 10, so we might see Battle Line here in a second.
Oh, Thorin is not level 10, though.
Yeah, here comes Battle Line, I think.
There we go. I don't see Dain. Oh, there it is.
It's supposed to be a square. We haven't finished it yet, but it's going to be a square. Looking pretty swanky. Great place to send your heroes because they're a lot stronger inside the battle line. And also the battle line will defend them. You know, they're pikemen. These aren't like the Army of the Dead ghosts that can actually be targeted and killed. So it's a great distraction, too. It just consumes the enemy's arrows and stuff. Who needs a face full of head? It's the weirdest quote ever. I love it.
Face full of lead? Doesn't that make more sense?
Does he say lead? It sounds like he says head.
I mean, that makes sense. What's a
I always assumed it meant like the head of his axe, like his axe head.
Oh, the barrage, though. Damn.
I missed that because we were arguing about the quote. I don't remember if we put a sound on the Angmar Citadel summon or not, but we're going to. I think I already know pretty much that sound, but I want to use too. Oh, Sawman making some zealots. There's corpses to make! They use zealot quotes, and they're just
Mighty
elite
Catapult
units.
is back. That's gonna be great.
Yep. Yeah, they're just elite units now, so... and they've still got their Monster Slayer ability. And then they also got, I guess we called it Roving Hunters. And it's just a nice Blade Master ability for them, basically. Looks like Sawman went full defensive battle line. He summoned the tower and the citadel. Should have put him a little bit further back next to his Grey Mountains bastion. Ooh, that Angmar citadel's looking pretty spooky. So as you can see, it has 3 build plots, just like the Dwarven one. Going for all catapults on it.
Yeah, they're doing pretty equal on resources and stuff.
But yeah, Sawman had to spend all of his because, you know, he lost everything. But Sawman is... I have no idea what that was. What was that? What was that sound like? Oh, that was Hat-hart.
No, I didn't hear that. Oh, I wasn't on the...
Yeah, you have to be looking at Sawman.
Yeah.
Well, it's about time! But, yeah, he's just got Hat-hart's quotes from the Third Age game, I think. And, yeah. But, yeah, like I was saying, Sawman is conclusively making more money. Like, there's no arguing that point. He is 100% definitely making more money than Python is. Neither feeling perfectly, you know, capable of annihilating the other just yet, so... Still got kind of a bit of a standoff happening, a Mexican standoff.
Well, Saw can't get past that fortress, and I think Python's just not like ready yet to attack the bastion.
Yeah.
Although he is moving in position, I think.
And Sawman can't really make siege in his current predicament because he doesn't have a siege works and he doesn't have any plots to make it. He'd have to sacrifice one of his mine shafts, which I don't think he wants to do. So.
Or he should sacrifice the bastion, but.
But Python, on the other hand, can make siege because he has the Dark Iron Forge. So he's got a couple of Trollolo catapults. There's corpses to make! Cattle taking a pot shot at the zealots.
Damn.
Almost hit them, too.
Yeah, that was pretty close.
Now Python in the lead with money. But Sawman is back to full command points, so... He has not remade his Grand Riders or Narin, so...
No, but he's gonna get the veterans again, because of Doom Vets.
Good unit to get. We buffed heroic infantry substantially, so they were kind of meh in vanilla. I would still make them just because they're tanky, but they're actually pretty scary now.
They also look cool.
We're probably going to end up changing their abilities a little bit. Did we go over the new... I think I went over it, but basically you have to buy the ponies now from the travel camp up here. And the Messenger Raven Post gives you a spellbook recharge, spellbook cooldown increase. Basically, your stuff will cool down faster. Or decrease, not increase. I said it backwards, but your spellbook powers will come back faster if you have that building. This day is ours! Nope, what's that? There was some shaking. Catapult took another shot? Okay.
No.
Catapult's taking a shot at that tower. Oh no. So yeah, with the dwarves, if you really focus on it, you can get a heck of a defensive sort of line going if you keep summoning those towers. Same as any other faction, but the dwarven towers are much tankier thanks to the dwarves building buff. So yeah, because he saw man already at 5,000. He was at 0 just like 30 seconds ago. Whereas Python has only gained 4,000 in that period of time because he was already at 5,000. So Sawman making about 1,000 more than Python is currently, like per minute. We'll see at the end stats anyways. Now this next fight might determine the victor. It's going to depend a lot on the usage of powers because Sawman has Gandalf, but that's it. Whereas Python has Plague, and that's it. So,
well, I'm good at that, but no,
well, yeah, but I'm just
other
talking about
hordes, yeah.
talking about abilities that will really do work and will kill a lot of things.
Oh, looks like the cavalry, the Black Knights are moving.
Going for a flanking position. It's a good
I
idea.
think harassing might be harass.
But that's gonna that's also gonna give away to Sawman that they're not near and they can't help in the battle right now. So might be a good time for him to press. The minor garrison defending valiantly, but they are outmatched. Unupgraded basic units versus heroic cavalry. It's not gonna go too well. Oh, and we have increased the amount of time it takes for those miners to come back since the last video we did.
Some people were commenting on it, I think.
I mean,
somebody sent me a message. Something. Oh, somebody sent a message, I thought.
I think that was an internal. We were talking about that amongst ourselves about it being kind of too strong. Most of the comments on the last video were pretty much just people saying they were happy to see me back, so appreciate that. I think I'm actually probably going to start up a couple of new series potentially. Gotta finish uploading this round of Middle-earth Versus videos, and got some more mini hero showcases to do, and then I think I'm gonna do some of my own stuff. Python now at 17k, so I'm at 11k.
Mighty Catapult's back again, so maybe that's why Python hasn't attacked yet.
I mean, the longer he waits, the worse it gets, though.
Oh, wait. Is he gonna do something?
I think he's just getting his cavalry back where he needs them, and then he'll probably go when his army is ready here. Oh, Mighty Catapult being used.
Oh, yeah, well.
Oh, did it bug
Is it,
out?
though?
Did it bug out? I think it bugged out. I've never seen that before.
Wow. Me neither. Oh, I do see a barrage, though. Oh!
Oh, no, I think it just, like, fired, but it was invisible or something. I have no idea.
Oh, that could be it.
Something definitely went weird there. It's not supposed to do that, and that's the first time I've ever seen that. We'll have to ask Sawman after if it fired or not.
I like that Python's still using the sorcerers. That's pretty good. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, he uses them quite well.
Mm-hmm. I like seeing more sorcerers on the field. Pretty unique. Python sending his stuff back to heal.
We changed up their effects a little bit, too. Black Ice, minus 40% speed, Fell Strength, minus 30% damage, and plus 30% for your own. And Corpse Rain is just magic damage.
I think we increased the damage of Corpse Rain and we increased the radius of Fell Strength. I think that's what we did.
Yeah, we changed a few things up to make the sorcerers more and less powerful, because they had some spells that were kind of OP and they had some that were basically useless, so we tried to look for the middle ground.
I can't remember though. Was there a limit on sorcerers in vanilla? 'Cause I'm pretty sure we added that. There's a limit to 3 now.
Yes, you can't get more than 3, and they only cost 30 command points.
Mm-hmm.
So no more sorcerer spam. Oh, here we go.
Oh, it's back?
Kazanoon summons
oh, and Drar just got, like, pushed.
Drar just got nutted. That's a snowball fight you don't want to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately retargeting to the fortress, which I think will probably die before it can finish its own upgrade. So Sawman needs to push now and deal with this. Yeah, there you go. Those snowballs, though. He needs to use Hat-hart's buff. Where's the buff? Hat-hart's building buff.
I don't even see Hat-hart. No idea where he is.
Gandalf being summoned.
Oh, he used Final Stand.
Hat-hart is definitely on the field. Because he
must be.
He can't recruit him from the bastion. So where did that Gandalf summon going? Oh, it's to the north.
Where did he go?
Gandalf's gonna get wrecked. Oh, but he's gonna land the thing, so much, everything going on. That plague is gonna do terrible, terrible damage. Oh wait, did he use the plague? I think he did.
He did.
Yeah, he did. Oh, this is gonna be brutal. There's Mirren's charge going in. There's just a lot of damage going out on both sides right now, basically. Gandalf dying.
Oh, Gandalf died. Yeah. Oh, and here, catch Rogash.
Catch Rogash. All right, I've got some. Man, nothing survives the epicenter of that charge. Oh, he sent He sent Thorin flying. Thorin's still only level 5. Thorin is stuck in the middle of a bunch of Angmar heroes right now, and that is where you do not want to be.
This might be it, though. Oh, that's Saffragor.
Oh, the effect didn't go off. Huh.
No, I think it's just because graphics and too many stuff.
Too much stuff happening. Yeah, but yeah,
Saffragor just used dwarves. It's raining dwarves.
Sawman's army just got squished by Rogash and then exploded by Saffragor while coughing their guts out from a plague. So, not a good situation to be in. The dwarves are tanky, but they're not that tanky. Down goes the Citadel.
This might be it.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. I think this is going to be 3 for 3 losses for Sawman in the showcases. Unfortunate. Destroy it. Money check. Oh, Python now in the lead. Maybe he is now making more money. Maybe something changed. Maybe he upgraded some more stuff or something. Looks like the Bastion's going to go down.
No, he took that. I think he destroyed some farms, but, you know, it doesn't really matter. Oh!
Because of Doom Summon. That soundbite doesn't get old.
It really doesn't.
It's excellent. It's just fucking excellent. Was that mine or yours? Me and Tiber both did one for that one.
I have no idea.
I think that one was mine. There's 2 sound bites for it. I'm pretty sure that one was mine. Oh, another Rogash leap. Those poor dwarves. Yeah, you can't use it twice. Oh, an avalanche going out too. A little bit mistimed.
I mean, does it really matter at this point? I think this is GG.
Yeah, Rogash is a monster. An absolute monster.
I don't see dwarves coming back from all this.
Yeah, probably not. He is reviving his heroes, but...
Well, by the time they get out, the army Angmar's army will probably be at his door, so...
Probably.
Rogash is an angry boy.
Those poor Khazad-dûm dwarves. They showed up to try and save the day, but they were overmatched. There were creatures that are just too tall to fight there already, so... Their dwarfishness was just exemplified. Looks like we might have a siege on our hands, boys.
Oh, he just took the second outpost.
Gonna go for the Sorcerer Tower. Well, there's a Garrison Tower, so you can read that. I think we changed it a little bit. And then there's the Sorcerer Tower. We definitely changed the Sorcerer Tower. You don't need 2 of them anymore to get your full Spellbook recharge discount. You just need one of them.
And it's only 25% max. It's no longer 40.
I can't believe Thorin is still only level 5. Well, I guess you guys aren't going to get to see his level 10. That's a shame. Python going for another Dark Iron Forge. I'm going for some mills now. Buff his werewolves.
It's a pretty Angmar fortress right there.
Yes, it is. Very icy.
Fully upgraded.
He hasn't upgraded his actual castle, though. That's a shame. It'd be cool to show off those.
I think he has.
Oh, he has?
Pretty sure he has.
I don't have the effects aren't working for me, so. It should basically look like the fortress. It should have, like, the icy sort of stuff going on, basically. Don't know what's going on with my effects in this game. Some of the stuff is...
Oh, yeah, and here goes the wall, I think.
Pretty shortly. It seems that today Angmar stood taller than the might of the dwarves. Makes me sad. Those of you who don't know, the dwarves are my second favorite Lord of the Rings faction behind Rohan.
Was Rohan your favorite? Didn't know that. Oh.
And my third favorite is Dale.
Where are the elves in this list?
The elves can go get fucked.
Okay, well.
The elves are below the orcs. I mean, what? No, they're not that low.
No, that'd be kind of... That's interesting.
Yeah, I think the elves actually are below the goblins, though. I kind of like the goblins. They're fun. I can't help myself.
Bit spammy.
Oh, yeah. Look at all those undermines making all that money, laddie. Money, 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 money. Oh,
okay.
Barrow-wight layer.
Oh, yeah.
As we can see, it's guarded by some vanilla Barrow-wights, which is pretty cool. With their spoopy ghost faces. Stand on for my son! I think we changed up... I know that we changed up the upgrades of the Barrow-wight layer a little bit. I just don't remember exactly how. So, maybe Tiber can tell you. If not, I'm hovering over them both. So
we made it so well, as you can see right now, the Dazing Veil is now required for a level 3 barracks, so it's level 3 Barrow-wight. And on the level 1 you can get the Guardian Barrow-wight.
And that's why the Bro is patrolling there. I think it doesn't come with that automatically. You have to upgrade it.
We also made it so Dazing Veil, the 30% damage and speed debuff no longer affects heroes.
Yeah.
We just thought that was a bit much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the dwarves are good at holding choke points, just like Gondor is. So we'll see what happens here. So I mean, could be making wall upgrades.
Oh, I see. Dain used his thing.
Yep. Baka baka.
Oh, stuff happening, man.
Like an
Very
extra 3
clumped.
units of.
This would be perfect Rogas leap.
This would be a perfect place for Thorin if he was level 10. Oh, there went the charge. That's gonna do some
Thorin
damage.
is level 7. Oh well, that's more flying dwarves.
That's a rip, is what that is. The effect went off that time.
Yeah, that's a lot of flying dwarves. Whee!
It's raining dwarves. Hallelujah! It's raining dwarves. So yeah, I'm gonna set this video to render as soon as we're finished recording it here. We're recording it on Thursday, so hopefully I will have it up for you tomorrow to watch. If not, it'll be up Saturday, and I apologize in advance. Got an errand to run once we're done here. No, Canardunu. Mirren just not giving a damn, just going ham. He could be using Shield Rush. Vulnerability to arrows, that would be nice. He also could be making his defensive plots on his walls, but I think he's just kind of like, you know, he
well, Angmar basically has the map at this point. Well, apart from some stoneworkers, but...
Yeah. At this point, Python is definitely making more money just because he has more map control, so... A valiant last stand, nonetheless. Oh, we might get to see Thorin. Thorin is close. He uses his vulnerability.
Two more levels. No. Here comes Halagwyn. Again.
Oh, well, Thorin just scared everybody away with Battle Roar.
Oh, well. Oh, that hit the wall. Cool.
Nice.
Send in the goats. Oh, boy.
Oh, Thorin almost got Zaphagor. It's just Thorin. If this was vanilla Thorin, he'd probably be fine. That was a good trample.
That was a good trample on the archers with Narin summoned guys.
Oh, shit. I didn't even notice that. Look at that. Oh, he's so close. He's so close. Heal himself.
I think he's gonna make it.
No.
Nope. I actually don't know what it's saying.
What?
I don't think it's that, but...
Unfortunately. That battle wagon is just doing terrible, terrible things to those orcs.
Throw him a battle! Oh, he's gonna die. That's the Witch King. Yeah.
1 hit, 1 kill. Alrighty.
That's a victory for
yep, that's 3 losses for Sawman, unfortunately, but he put up a heck of a fight. Oh. It's Durin's Day, everyone. I think Gandalf's going to be here before he dies. Oh, no, never mind.
No, I don't think so. Durin's Day got very slightly changed. We made it so, well, we're going to make it that they level up, I think, but right now that you gain an experience buff.
No, it's already in. It paralyzes enemy units with fear, and allied units become fearless and gain experience twice as fast for 30 seconds. So you use that before combat, and your survivors will be high-level boys. All of the Cloud Break powers will have additional effects in our submod, so... I think I don't think we're touching Angmar's, though, because it's pretty much fine. It just, you know, nerfs movement speed, which is fair. So, where is it? Here it is.
Angmar's got a lot of debuffs.
Yeah, it slows enemy units by 25%, and it scares them. So,
quite the game.
Yep. Looks like things are winding down now. Python is the victor.
Quite the rogue guy sleeps.
Yeah, those rogue ass leaps, man. If you're stuck in a choke point, like that was a perfect situation for Rogash. That's where you don't want to be.
Well.
What I probably would have done differently is I would have tried to bait Python into wasting Rogash. I would have like send my army forward, wait for him to use all his shit, and then run back. That type of thing, because you know, it literally, if you defended on his side of the ford, but not actually in the ford, that already makes things much less cramped than being stuck in the ford. So, very well played by Python, and out of sync, of course, because it always does this on Game Ranger.
Lovely.
All right, we can see the unit score there is pretty even. Structure score went way down for Sawman.
Resources.
Oh yeah, look at the resources around the 30-minute mark. That's what I was talking about. Sawman was making so much more money, and look at how close that final score is. That's when you know you've had a close game. Units killed. Oh, actually, Python actually killed more and lost less. Damn, I'm surprised. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap us up here. Python took over the resources at the end of the game there. he basically, by taking the control of the map, he overcame Sawman's resource disparity. But anyways, yes, that wraps this one up. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. That's going to be the last of the long showcases for now while we continue working on the factions. But as I said in the previous one, we are getting closer and closer to a beta. Still not going to be giving you an actual release date yet because we don't know it ourselves. But also, I'll mention for those of you still here, we need a modeler. So if you know how to model or you know anybody who does, freaking send them to us. Come on. But anyways, yeah, that wraps us up. So thank you for watching. And until the next video, stay awesome.
Yeah. See ya.